Former NBA player and current sports analyst and commentator Charles Barkley said that politicians fuel hatred between white and black Americans to keep their grasp on money and power. This is what Charles Barkley said. I gotta give him a slow clap on this one. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and make sure that you click on my link fly to follow and subscribe to me on my various social media platforms. And if you want to send a contribution my way, the links are also listed within that. And I appreciate you as always. But getting into this story, I was not surprised to hear Charles Barkley say this. And I definitely agree with that comment. There are race hustlers in society today that they will try to make a whole living and income. And I've spoken about a particular race hustler with her Be Less White training. So yes, we have people in society, not just politicians, but we have people in society that try to fuel a divide, a racial divide between Americans. And despite this comment probably being unpopular, especially among politicians, any politician that heard that, of course, they are going to have an issue with that statement. But nonetheless, Charles Barkley is a man that I have a lot of respect for his straightforwardness. He's a straight shooter. Any man that is a straight shooter, I always have a level of respect for him. And especially in our current society, when it comes to sensitivity and how overly sensitive and in they fifis everybody and they mama is, it's refreshing and it's great to see a man be unapologetic and just a straight shooter with what he says. And Charles Barkley, anyone that's familiar with him, he's always been this way. Even back when he was an NBA player, he is undoubtedly a straight shooter, and I gotta have respect for that. But getting into this particular story, we got to get into these details. This story brought to us by the Daily Wire. Charles Barkley states politicians fuel hatred between whites and blacks to keep their grasp on money and power. During the Final Four show on Saturday, former NBA star and Inside the NBA analyst Charles Barkley said that politicians intentionally fuel racial divides in order to keep their grasp on money and power, and that the system is designed to foster hatred and to scramble the middle class. I wholeheartedly agree to that. I completely agree with that. No issue whatsoever with that statement. And some might try to suggest, oh, that sounds like a conspiracy. Hey, call it what you want to call it. When it comes to politicians, as my dad says, I'm very cynical, especially with any career politicians. So I do not trust their intentions whatsoever. I really don't. Whether they be Republican, a Democrat, if they're a career politician, a Maxine Waters, yeah, I'm very doubtful of your intentions. Article goes on to state, man, I think, so this is what Charles Barkley is now saying, man, I think most white people and black people are great people. Barkley said during CBS coverage of Saturday's March Madness games, I really believe that in my heart. Barkley then continued to argue that our political system is set up to protect the power and wealth of those in government. I totally agree with that. But I think our system is set up where our politicians, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, are designed to make us not like each other so they can keep their grasp on money and power, Barkley said. They divide and conquer, Barkley added, saying that people are stupid to follow politicians who create issues in communities that they don't live in. Yes, 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 yes. You have a lot of these career politicians living in mansions outside of their district. Maxine Waters. I truly believe in my heart that most people, white and black, are awesome people, he said, but we are stupid to follow our politicians, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, and their only job is, hey, let's make these people not like each other. We don't live in their neighborhoods. We've all got money. Let's make the whites and blacks not like each other. Let's make rich people and poor people not like each other. Let's scramble the middle class. He's dropping a lot of truth bombs here. A lot of truth bombs here. And I'm gonna link the clip of him saying this in the description box. I'm not gonna play it because CBS does not play when it comes to showing even a second of their footage. At least when it comes to me, they don't play. They completely block the video when I do that. Article goes on to state, this isn't the first time Charles Barkley has made statements which appear to counter the political agenda of sports leagues like the NBA. In September 2020, Barkley pushed back on a lot of outrage that racial activists have been fomenting over the death of Breonna Taylor, noting that the case, while tragic, did not belong in the same category as the death of George Floyd. Yeah, I agree with that as well. A lot of things Chuck, he goes by Chuck. Chuck says, I agree with a lot of things that he says. A lot of his points, I definitely agree with the majority of them. He went on to state about Breonna Taylor, it's bad that the young lady lost her life, but you know, we do not have to take into account, we do have to take into account that her boyfriend did shoot at the cops and shot a cop, Barkley said. So like I said, even though I'm really sorry she lost her life, I don't think that we can just put this in the same situation with George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery. I just don't believe that. The same month, Barkley slammed the fools on TV who were pushing the defund the police movement. Yes, truly some fools. Saying that black people need police. Yeah, we do. When we have crimes in our neighborhood. We have to really be careful on these, you know. I hear these fools on TV talking about defund the police and things like that. Barkley said, we need police reform and prison reform and things like that because, you know who ain't going to defund the cops? White neighborhoods and rich neighborhoods. Yes, I totally agree. Spot on point again. But let me know what you guys think about what Charles said. If you think he's totally full of it and he needs to just stick to basketball analysis, or if you are in agreement, or if you partially agree, partially disagree, let me know in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, and blessings to you.